Skarmory and Solgaleo EX are taking over the meta right now, and this is the deck that a lot of people are landing on, mainly due to how quick you can get Solgaleo online and start attacking for 120 damage. Most of the card options speak for themselves. You want to be running 4 tools so you can get your Skarmory attacking on turn 1, so this basically only leaves open 3 options for tech card slots. I've opted for Sabrina, Cyrus and Mars. Mars is really strong right now. Being able to disrupt your opponents that are trying to evolve their Pokemon with rare candies is huge, and buying even one turn with this deck is enough to win so many games. If you do want to make changes to the deck though, Mars would probably be the card that you drop, maybe for Lily or some other tech card that you prefer. Now on to the gameplay. I'm going second into an electric deck. I do have pretty much all of the pieces that I need. I have a Tool, I have Cosmog and Solgaleo. I'm just waiting on a rare candy at this point. Professor's Research would be nice. One thing you need to be careful of is that Skarmory is weak to electric. Sometimes that catches me off guard. I always forget that he's weak to electric because in my head he's a steel Pokemon. But apparently he is weak to electric. So I'm versing double Pikachu EX guy. He's actually running the very first Pikachu from Genetic Apex as well. I used to love this deck when the game first came out. It was my favourite deck over Mewtwo and Charizard at the time. Let's see, I'm just going to push 50. I'm trying to think if I want to use Giant's Cape or Rocky Helmet. So let's see, if he has 2 benched Pokemon, he can do 60. Which Giant Cape would get me above. Whereas 3... Yeah, I think I am going to Giant's Cape the Skarmory because... Actually, maybe Rocky Helmet was good because it would have been putting him to... I'm putting him to 20 HP, and if he doesn't have healing, the Rocky Helmet would have potentially put him down to 0. But in the same sense, if he only has 2 basics, I can now survive 1 hit. So it was definitely a difficult choice. It seems like he's letting the Pikachu die, or maybe he's running X-Speed or Leaf. I don't need to place Rocky Helmet on Cosmog just yet. Although he does get one-shot by Sabrina. So I guess I'm just going to put the Rocky Helmet just in the off chance he has Sabrina and an X-Speed. Be able to one-shot. Having the Pikachu fall to 100 would be nice. I wonder what basic he's running because on the first set, people like to run Blitzel and Zeb Striker. So he does have X-Speed. I wonder if he has Sabrina. Hopefully he doesn't have Sabrina. So he does have 3 basics, so he's one-shotting my Skarmory right now. So I basically need to top deck Rare Candy. I need Rare Candy right now. I have a couple of good draws. I have 2 Research, 2 Rare Candy, and I do top deck the Rare Candy. That's huge. Now I can one-shot, and this game should be over. Rare Candy is so strong, it wins me so many games. What a card. Yeah, he hasn't got a Zapdos built up. He's got no other energy on the board. That's why Pikachu doesn't really work in this current meta, because there's just so many options that are faster than it. GG though. I'm going second into a Dark deck. I do have the Skarmory start, but I don't have a Tool yet, so I'm not even going to be able to push 50 damage. Hopefully I'm not versing Darkrai Giratina. That's pretty boring. Let's see what he's running. I still need to pick up a Cosmog, a Rare Candy. Hopefully I can top deck Professor's Research. Or a Tool. But he's running this Arceus. Yes, I'm really hoping for a Tool right now. I have pretty good odds. There's 4 of them in the deck. Sad. I'm going to jam both of these down. Do I Mars to set him back 1 card? I can't because I've already used a supporter this turn, so I guess I'll just push. Does it make sense to push 20, or should I build towards Solgaleo on the off chance I get Rare Candy? I think I'm going to go for this line. The 20 damage doesn't really matter, right? At this point, I'm just praying I top deck a rare candy somehow. So he's probably running... Oh, so it's Crobat, Darkrai, Arceus. That's definitely a cool deck. I don't see what people see in this Arceus though. This Arceus is terrible. I've never used this in my life. The only thing it's got going for it is that it's a 1 prizer, whereas the EX, you lose 2 prizes. I guess I can start pushing 50 now. Good Sabrina. I don't think that makes sense. I think I want to get damage onto the EX Pokemon ASAP. Probably should have Marsed there as well, actually. Now he has 1 extra card that he wouldn't have otherwise had. Let's see if he has Rare Candy into Crobat though. He has Golbat. Okay. I'm hoping for Rare Candy right now so that I can one-shot this Darkrai. Oh wow, he's actually running Guzma. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. Guzma? Guzma? And I actually picked up Rare Candy so I can one-shot this Darkrai. That should be game over. I'm one-shotting the Darkrai and I don't see a way where he ever is able to deal with the Solgaleo. This card is just so aggressive if you get it online. It's actually crazy. 120 damage for 2 energy. Still sticking around. Not really sure what he's hoping for here. I wonder if this is the best 20 of this deck that I'm playing, or if there's any way to make it better. He's thinking pretty hard, and he does finally concede. GG. I'm going second against a dark deck. But Druddigon, okay. So this probably leads me to believe it's something like Druddigon, Darkrai, maybe Magnezone, maybe Greninja. I don't think you would run Druddigon in a Darkrai Giratina deck, so there's probably not going to be a Giratina. Although people like taking Giratina into any old deck, so he could still have it. So let's see. I really want to find a Skarmory as soon as possible, so I'm going to be a bit... So I do pick up... that's why I decided to use Research first and then Pokeball second. So I did actually get rewarded for that play by picking up the Cosmog. Is there any point playing this guy down on the board right now? So I'm always teleporting out. I guess I'll play him down. Just in case he's running Mars. So he's probably going to be running at least 1 Giant Cape in the deck. So I probably shouldn't expect my Skarmory to be able to 2-shot this Druddigon. Well, I'll have to wait and see, to be honest. So he is running Greninja line. He's probably running 1 Frogadier and 2 Rare Candy, I would imagine. This is definitely a really strong deck right now. I need to try and use my aggression to win this. I could Sabrina. Does Sabrina do anything useful here? Or should I wait till next turn when... Wait, I don't actually have Rare Candy just yet, so I do need to... I probably do need to attack with Skarmory this turn. And if I use Sabrina now, he's just going to retreat. So if I attack with Skarmory, I fall to 40. He's going to put me to 20. If I have Giant's Cape on it... Yeah, I think I do have to Giant's Cape the Skarmory right now. So I'm going to hold on to the Sabrina for later on. I don't think it really makes sense to put 50 damage onto the Froakie. Yes, I could pick up my Cyrus at some point. But if I don't, then I'm kind of screwed, aren't I? I'm just going to try and hope he doesn't have any sort of healing or Giant's Cape, and I'm going to two-shot this Druddigon. Okay, so he has second throw key. But it seems like he doesn't have either Rare Candy or Greninja right now. Okay, so he does have it. He was just doing it really slowly for some reason. I'm going to retreat. Okay, so I do pick up Solgaleo. Let's see. I guess I evolve now. I don't see a reason not to. But I'm just going to finish off the Druddigon with this back Skarmory, I imagine. Is that correct? Yeah, has to be, right? I do think this game's in a really hard spot from here, though, because I can never one-shot the Darkrai. But in the same sense, I can never... It's going to take me too long to go through both one prizes since I only have one Sabrina. But if he attacks, he's going to fall to 120, unless he has Giant's Cape. He probably does have Giant's Cape, right? I hate to say it, but this is probably one of the top decks in the game right now. The Rare Candy makes the Greninja so much more scary. Even in previous sets, this was always a contender that you had to think about. He can't attack if he doesn't have Giant's Cape, though. He can't attack and he knows this. Okay, Sabrina. Damn. Might still be in an okay spot, so I'll let him kill the Cosmog, although if he has Cyrus, I lose. I do still have Mars in the deck though, right? I could top deck Mars and set him down to one card. I mean, I was in between a rock and a hard place there. If I give him the Solgaleo, he puts me down to 100 and I can never survive the 120 that he's doing here either. Now I just need to hope he doesn't have Cyrus, which he probably does have. I wonder if they run 2 Cyrus or just 1. Probably 2, right? Just Cyrus is so strong in a deck like this. That's definitely a top tier deck right now, I imagine. GG. I'm going second into a grass matchup. I do have a really good start. I have Skarmory, I'm going second, and I have a Tool already in hand. I'm going to be applying a lot of pressure. Looks like he's running Meowscarada. I wonder if he's pairing it with a Serena. Or maybe he's just running a standard Beedrill Meowscarada or Magnezone Meowscarada. I would like to see Serena though. I think it is a really cool card. This Pokeball is guaranteed to be a Cosmog, which is good, I guess. He's running Decidueye. Hopefully I'm saying that card's name right. Decidueye. That Pokemon does 100 for 2 energy, right? And it also has a second attack, which does, I think, 80 for 2. So I have the full Solgaleo line. So I don't even need the Rare Candy right now. I am going to start pushing 50. I think I'm in a really comfortable spot to win this game though. So presumably he's going to do a cry for help. Then I'll finish him off. Then he'll have, by that point, Meowscarada probably. Actually, I might be in a rough... This might be a hard matchup, you know, because I'm going to have to go through a Meowscarada before I even get to the Decidueye. I do run one Sabrina. So hopefully I can get that at some point. This Cosmo has a really interesting ability. Minus 50 damage from attacks. I wonder how often this is actually going to be a factor in a game. So let's see. Guess I'll just evolve and start building up for the Solgaleo. No reason not to attack. I guess I'll hold the Giant Cape since it's not clear which Pokemon it's going on. So he needs basically Rare Candy into Meowscarada right now to not get one shot. But I don't think he's going to have long enough in the game to be able to put 2 energy on both of his Pokemon. So he's opting for the Decidueye line. I do think he has Rare Candy plus Decidueye in hand. But I'm gonna be applying 120 damage to it, so I think I'm in a really good position now. That's the strength of this deck, it's just so aggressive with the Skarmory, and then you have the Solgaleo as the big finisher. It's like a similar concept to Magnezone, but just feels a lot more consistent. That's a really cool card art. I don't have this card art. So its second attack is a 2 grass energy for 80. Okay, he's actually using Sabrina. Does that even do anything to me? He can't attack this turn. I'm just going to smack his Decidueye for 120. That was a really good top deck. I guess I'll draw 2 cards. Boom. 120 for 2 energy. Actually so strong. This is definitely going to be a top tier meta deck in my opinion. So he does have the Meowscarada, but I think it's too little too late. I mean, he can finish off my Skarmory with the attack, but it doesn't really do anything. I probably will do a video on this Pokemon at some point. It has a really cool attack. Pierce the Pain. I might try pairing it with Greninja. I did see people mentioning Decidueye Greninja being a strong deck. You could probably run Water and Grass Energy as well, because maybe you would just run Water Energy. Yeah, you'd probably just run Water Energy, wouldn't you? Not really much to think about, just attack. No point using Sabrina. I do think he's just wasting time a little bit here. I think this game is probably over. I guess he could hit a second Lily. He could run more healing and bring the Decidueye over 120 HP. So I do respect that he's playing around if he still has outs in his deck. I guess he could build up a second Decidueye as well. I do run 1 Cyrus, so if I top deck Cyrus at any point, I'm pulling that EX Pokemon in and taking the kill. The play here is probably to Sabrina and be able to kill this Rowlet before he can bring in a second. Bring in a second Decidueye with full HP, so I'm going to Sabrina now. And he does finally concede. GG. I'm going first against a water deck. If this is Manaphy, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot, but it's actually Squirtle. I'm versing a Blastoise EX deck most likely. He probably is running Manaphy in the deck. Should I play Rocky Helmet? Let's see. Yeah, I am going to play Rocky Helmet, just so I can start getting chip damage onto the Squirtle if he decides to attack. I already have the Solgaleo, so I just need rare candy at this point. I have some pretty good draws in the deck. I have two research, 2 rare candy still. And it's going to take him a long time to build up to the 5 water energy that he needs on the Blastoise to start doing maximum 160 damage. But I definitely have a lot of time in this game to get my Pokemon online. Okay. What if... I think the play is actually to not push 50 damage with Skarmory and just to build up Solgaleo. Because then I can use Solgaleo's ability to come into the field next turn and one-shot Wartortle. I'm pretty sure Wartortle won't have over 100. Yeah, so Wartortle only has 100. So I'm literally one-shotting that. I guess I would have got punished if he had Rare Candy into Blastoise. No, I wouldn't have got punished because I want to be pushing the 120 ASAP. So sometimes it's actually correct to just ignore putting energy on Skarmory and putting it on the Solgaleo instead. We just get 1 head from Misty. It doesn't matter because I'm going to be one-shotting Wartortle next turn. He's praying that I don't have Solgaleo in the 3 cards that I have. But I'm going to shatter all of his hopes and dreams right now. I've noticed that games are a lot quicker right now in this current meta. The games do not last as long as they used to anymore, with the Darkrai Giratina. Now the game's all about how fast can you evolve and start one-shotting your opponent's Pokemon, it feels like. But yeah, nice quick game, GG.